Hey everyone, welcome back to another Bitcoin chart planning update video. Before we get started, let me know what you guys think. I got this Bitcoin t-shirt. It's custom made by someone I know that they gave it to me. And then it also has my uh, like my YouTube banner in the back. So yeah, I think it's pretty cool. Pretty you don't see a lot. I haven't seen anyone with Bitcoin t-shirts out in public just yet. I don't really go out too much either way, but I haven't. Either way, um, Bitcoin. We have been seeing a lot of consolidation down here, and two more things I actually want to say. I I want to point out as I do this chart planning video. I want to point out some things I've noticed that a lot of, and I'll explain them as I go. But I notice a lot of traders are very stressed about the short-term uh, time frame of a stock or a crypto. I've noticed that there's a lot of people that are stressing too much about it. That I'm looking at the bigger picture, the overall trends, where we really are. Um, if we're trading in premium levels or discounted levels. I'm gonna start off this video by looking at the bigger picture, going into the smaller picture, and then kind of explaining the bullish and bearish scenarios in the short term, with the hopes of educating you guys, or at least a lot of you that are more fresh to this, on what may be something that's worth you more taking your time. What may be worth your time a lot more, and what's not worth your time, and and then again, it's all my opinion, and everything I'm going to be going over in this video, of course, is all my opinion at the time of recording this. And this is all just how I trade. This is how I personally understand the markets myself, or the chart I'll be going over with Bitcoin. Again, it's all me, and uh, you know, your trading and your investing, it should all be taken into account on your own risk levels, and it's all your own decisions. So again, um, that's how I want to approach this, and hopefully a lot of you, or at least one of you, get walks away from this video on a positive note, that you learned something. So looking at the bigger picture, we of course have ended a bear market um, cycle here that's been going on here. We finally bottomed out around 15,000, and then from here I've been counting, or I've been keeping track of the rally with a 5 wave move structure, which is how I like to focus a lot of my trades. 5 wave moves up on the bigger and short term, and I'll explain to that in a little bit for those of you that don't understand. I'll explain that a little bit more. And then usually 3 wave corrections is what I try looking for as we correct on every single wave. That's not how everyone trades with Elliott waves. That's not how everyone does it. A lot of people may say something else or disagree with me, but of course, this is just how I trade and how I've um, been able to, row through the oceans of the market while continuously learning. And this is what works for me. So we had a first, then a second, third wave up. We're currently working on a fourth wave. I'm gonna get to that in a moment as well. And then the fifth wave can bring us up to like around $120,000 conservatively, and that will be the conservative bull market top. Let me be clear about that. I believe that the bull market top, I believe by the end of 2024, um, what is it? A handful of months before the end, we're going to be at $100,000. We will at least hit $100,000 by the end of this year. But then the bull market top, which will be somewhere in 2025, I do not believe that this will be the top. It's just a conservative estimate. But now looking at the smaller picture, understanding now we are still on this fourth wave corrective move, and we're still just trying to confirm what it looks like. So the third wave topped up here. Then we have been on an overall extended three-wave correction. There was a lot of uh, uncertainty around here due to, it's a lot of good news coming out. There was a lot of positive things and inflows, and I don't know, we're starting seeing a ton of outflows. There was a lot of uncertainty, but a lot of positiveness as well. And but we still saw the price fall down. Thankfully, due to a lot of helpful tools, I've been able to keep you guys updated and reduce uncertainty by understanding that every time a wave falls lower, we draw retracement or Fibonacci retracement levels, and if our ideal 0.5 retracement level is never hit and held, we can just see further downside. So that prevented from taking some short-term long positions when it wasn't a good idea. But a three-wave correction on the bigger picture here, we finally had a first, second, third wave down. As of right now, the bottom of the fourth wave is in, but not confirmed, because we still have not reached up to kind of similar, like we've talked about previously. We have not reached the 0.5 retracement and held around this area right here. I want to see it hold, consolidate on the top half. It can still fall down to the bottom half, but I want to see some consolidation on the top half, then break lower, consolidate on the previous swing high very briefly, and then finally break higher to short-term bullish levels around $76,000 on our way up to the nice 6 digits. So that's a bigger picture. We're going to go in even closer now. So understanding that we did have a one more low confirming an extended three-wave move, we also understand that although prices can shoot up from here, we briefly fell into the our ideal corrective Fibonacci extension level down here very, very briefly. It did not hold there for even a day. It was on there for way less than half a day. And then we broke back up, came back down, retested it, never broke into it, and came back up. Still not reaching the retracement levels that we have here. So what that tells me is that although we are seeing a little bit of bullish consolidation as they break up, break down, which is a higher low from here, we break higher on a higher high, and then we're currently forming a higher low. So that's something like this, where we see higher highs and higher lows. Although that's in play right now, I'm not going to focus too much on it because it is very, very short term, and I like to structure my trades, on a bigger picture. I'm not going to worry too much about it because this could be just, corrective moves going upwards, and we're seeing this as a quick corrective move down here, retesting this previous support before it goes up higher. That's completely fine, but until we see price reach and hold inside this blue Fibonacci retracement area, I am still leaning towards the possibility of one more low, or at least another dip down into the purple extension area down here. Very, very likely, because if we did have enough bullish momentum short term, we would have seen this candle reach the retracement area, but it did not. It just kind of back to this previous high, and then it fell back down, breaking below this little tiny swing low right here. So this could be just a quick, like a way for institutions to grab liquidity and then go much higher, or they're about to drop prices a bit more. We have seen positive inflation data and positive notes from Jerome Powell, head of the Federal Reserve, but prices didn't really break up higher like expected, so there might be some bullishness, like holding it down until we actually get more confirmation of progress in inflation and interest rates. So that may be something that's affecting this a lot. It could also be a lot of selling from Germany and Mt. Gox, but focusing on the charts alone, we understand that. Let me make sure my batteries, those are still good. So understanding that, I'm going to stick with the basics. We don't need to complicate everything. We don't need to complicate anything. What it is really that we are trying to find consolidation in this blue area. We have not reached the blue area and we're currently falling back down. We could see some consolidation in this area right here, but until we either break above this area or consolidate enough and break above this descending resistance line right here, either of those two, well, that's when I'm going to start considering one more dip into the purple area. Just let it fade away. Until then, again, guys, we're break above this descending resistance or break into the blue um, retracement area. Either of those two, that's what I'm looking for. So it's all about having patience. I'm just being cautious, having patience, and waiting for the bigger picture confirmations to take place. So until then, we might see more consolidation, fall back down here, fall back up to this area until one of these two hit. Regardless, even if we do see one more low instead of breaking up from here, it's going to be short-lived in my opinion. I strongly believe that, you know, this swing low may be in and one more dip down. Again, super short-lived. It won't even last a day. It won't even last 24 hours before it breaks back up and it starts trending higher. I don't see that happening. There's, this is a very extended corrective three-wave move, many months, and it's something that cannot hold, especially when we see so much selling off and so much you know consolidation after reaching the previous swing low. It's just, I'm just repeating myself, but it's something that I'm personally not going to worry too much about. And then on a video is going to come out after this due to my understanding of what this chart is telling me, and hopefully I explained it well. I will be taking some long positions on Mara stock soon. I'll be making a video on me breaking down what that looks like, and then what my plans are for taking those trades as well. With Mara, it's going to be a long trade. So stick around, subscribe if you don't want to subscribe. Just, check back in soon. I'm going to have another video explaining that trade as well. But, I'm still personally, on my opinion, but I'm considering Bitcoin to be, a massive buy opportunity. This is gonna be a very short-lived correction down here. We might get one more opportunity for everyone to buy in below 54,000 briefly, but this is something that you're gonna have to lose sleep about because it can happen very quickly if it were to happen. Either way, guys, hopefully this makes sense. This was a very bullish video. Real soon we're gonna start seeing these swing highs retested, and we're gonna see all-time highs real soon. This isn't time to hesitate. This isn't time to overcomplicate things. Hopefully that made sense, guys. Take advantage of this opportunity before it goes away, because we're probably never going to see $50-something thousand in Bitcoin ever again in history. Once we break back up, when we break up, like, that's done. I really believe, like, that's it. It's gone. It's in the past. It's dinosaurs. It's fossils. Like, this is all gone. That's a weird way to explain it. But yeah, guys, have a great day. Take care, and yeah, just keep an eye on these charts.